Alright, so the next pattern that we're doing is we're going to call it stairs and slide. So there's the stairs, here's a slide, stairs. Stairs, slide, stairs, slide, stairs. Stairs, slide, you get it. So here's another example right here, stairs, slide, and there's shading and it's three-dimensional and it's organized pattern. So first step. Make a row of smaller rectangles with space in between. I'm going to hit pause and finish. I'm going to do 8. Okay, so I have my 8 rectangles, and now you should pause and do your 8 rectangles. Go ahead. Now would be a good time. Pause. No, really, pause. Okay, now I'm going to go forward. Now that you have your 8 rectangles, now I'm going to start my next row, but I'm going to move down and over to the left. And then I'm going to make my first rectangle here. Then I want to look at the space in between, and then I'm going to drop down and put my next rectangle so that it's not directly under either one, but it's going to be in between the row, the 2 above it. Okay, so it's not under this one and it's not under that one. So then I go in between, I drop down, and I put my next rectangle. And it's important that you have this one out here. We'll explain later. So now I'm going to have the same number of rectangles. And it's important that you have space in between here and space in between here. So now when I make my next row, I'm going to go in between the row above. I'm going to make sure that I don't do it way up here, but I'm going to drop down and put my next rectangle. Then I go in the space in between and drop down and put my next rectangle. So it's important that they not be way up here, and it's important that it not be under the other one, but it be in between. So in between, put your next rectangle. And notice that the rectangles are not giant. They are pretty small. Compare it to my pinky. Pretty skinny. Now, I do need one on the third row. I need one under it here. So you can see that there's a space in between each one. For the next row, I'm going to put one out here. I didn't really come down far enough. So in between, drop down. Don't put them too close. Drop down. Don't put them too close. In between, drop down. Don't put them too close. Got to have room. I mean, I'm not going to go like way down here off, but I'm going to go in between, drop down, draw my next rectangle. Go in between, drop down, do my next rectangle. So every second row, fourth row, and sixth row, and eighth row, etc., will have one on the outside. The odd ones, first row, third row, fifth row, you're going to not. You're going to go in between. Alright, so I'm going to put a couple more rows on here while I ask you to go to the second video.